Matt Hogan, Johnny Pisano from Songs of Springsteen, a covers collection from 105.7 The Hawks. Bruce Brunch made its debut yesterday on Record Store Day. So thrilled to have Willie and that scorching version of that song on that album. Frank Stefanko, I know Willie's a buddy of yours.
Willie Nile, Willie Nilly, Robert Noonan, call him whatever you want, he's the best.
World War Willie for
World War Willie.
Welcome back. You've not been to our beautiful Toms River.
I haven't been to this new dig. It's really lovely.
Pretty good,
yeah.
huh?
I feel very comfortable here. It's nice.
Well, you know, we're right there at Huddy Park, the Toms River right there. It's just a great way to spend a Sunday morning, sharing this great music with people all over the world.
I just love being in Danny Clinch land.
Yeah, you can feel the vibe.
I can feel the Clinch vibes.
You can feel the vibe. So, you've always got all this great stuff going on. Record Store Day was yesterday, and this album that I've been working on for literally close to 3 years.
Sold out, right?
Well, it's close to being sold out. There are still a couple stores with a couple
copies.
A couple, I know Holdfast in Asbury Park has a handful. The Record Store on 9 and Howell has a handful. Princeton Record Exchange has a couple. Bordentown sold out. Backstreet sold out. Beautiful thing. And speaking of beautiful things, the story of this cover shot has blown me away since the day you sent it to me. When I came calling, knocking on your door, Frank, do you have something cool in your archives?
Something Asbury Park, you said?
Yeah.
Something that relates?
Yeah. Now, this was a mural that was along the waterfront?
It was right on the main drag in Asbury Park where the Stone Pony and the Wonder Bar and all those other places were. And it was a mural painted on the side of a wall. And I was in Asbury Park for what reason I cannot remember. And I saw this mural with the pink Cadillac and the darkness era Bruce and the Cadillac Ranch and all these things. And I said, I gotta record this.
Now, when you came upon your image, I mean, that image of Bruce in this picture is your image from the Darkness
My
album
Darkness
cover.
image, yes.
So, I mean, right there, your mind must have been spinning.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool that whoever painted that, just did this really cool thing of, the feeling of Bruce and Asbury Park all kind of rolled into one. And, of course, the Cadillac Ranch doesn't relate necessarily to Asbury Park, but it's cool that they fitted in that little niche up there in the wall. But, it was something that required to be photographed.
I love when that happens.
Yeah.
And of course, you graciously said yes, you can use my photo if
the artist.
You can find out who the artist is and track him down and get his approval as well.
Yeah, I'm very up on giving credit to where credit is due, and I like it when people give me credit when they use my photographs, especially on Facebook. But we needed to know who that artist was who painted this this feeling here with the pink Cadillac and such. So you...
Well, fortunately, I know Eileen Chapman, who is a legend here at the Jersey Shore, a big part of the Bruce Springsteen special collection now, and one of the great historians, really, here at the shore. And she was the first person I went to. She said, "Oh, yeah, I know." And she told me, this guy, Andre Sabori, here's his website. So I called the guy. He's like, huh? Why? Who? Why? What? And I explained to him, and he was like, yeah, go ahead. So, beautiful thing.
I think you told me that it actually came down not too long after I had photographed it.
Yeah. That thing was only up for 3 weeks.
There were several murals along that strip, and this was the one there. I shot them all, but this was the one that really made sense to me. So.
Yeah. And the same guy, of course, did all the mural work. And what a perfect representation to be on the cover of this magical little 6-song record.
Well, you gave me your parameters, and we didn't want to use a shot of Bruce because it was the artists that are in this album are it's not Bruce, it's people doing Bruce covers, and people that are very close to our area here.
Yeah. And close to Bruce.
And close to Bruce as well, yeah. So that was the shot. I'm glad you were able to use it, and I'm glad that hopefully people like it. All I did was take the picture. The artist did the work.
He did the heavy lift.
Yeah.
Well,
I took a picture.
Well, as having you part of this project just meant all that extra to me. So
well, thank you, Thomas.
I thank you, Francis. And and you flip the thing over, and of course, Mr. Danny Clinch.
Mr. Clinch
is on the back. That shot from Maniloking. Danny took the day after Sandy. Maniloking, of course, as everyone knows, got destroyed and just ripped up. And that picture captures the tranquility of the ocean, backed up
the
by
aftermath, yeah.
destruction, which is, what a tragic hurricane like that'll do. So
Danny's gone surfing across these beaches in his, he still does, I believe. So he's very, very familiar with these areas.
Yeah. So having both of you guys on this record is a beautiful thing, along with all that wonderful music as well. So, folks, I know they're still maybe searching around for a copy here or there. The guy from Princeton Record Exchange sent me a note this morning and said, have folks call ahead, and if we have any left, we will let them know. Over in the UK, Phil Jump.
Phil Jump over at Badlands.
He blew the thing out.
Yeah.
Chris Phillips at Backstreets blew the thing out in a day and a half. So Ocean of Love is the benefit, the charity benefit for this thing. Yeah. So
both Phil and Chris have a tremendous following in their respective markets.
Yeah. And again, proud to be able to partner with those fine folks. This river tour, I'm sure you came on, you stopped by the River Rock just as this tour was getting up and running. You shot Philadelphia's show.
Yes.
And you got some amazing images from
thank
that
you.
night. I know at one point you took a portrait of Bruce and the entire band. Right. Before the show. How was that?
Well,
how was the vibe on that?
I'd gotten there early, and I was backstage with the Landau crowd with Barbara Carr and Jan Stabile and Allison Oscar and Holly Carrot Price and the legendary Larry Maggot.
Yeah.
So I was able to get a nice shot of that crew. But
yeah.
I went out just as Bruce was coming in and the band that were to do their sound check. And I was able to shoot a few shots during the sound check. And then after the sound check was over, Bruce came over, he saw me, and we had a chance to chat a little bit. And he said, you going to shoot the show? I said, yeah. He says, where are you going to be? I said, right there in the pit with the pit people. That's the way, that's the angle that I want. And fortunately, I felt I was very happy because with the two cameras I had, the Canon and the Leica, I was able to get, even though I was not right on the stage, I was back a ways, I was able to get right into the action, and I was able to take not only long shots, but nice close-ups of Bruce and the band, and I was just really delighted. I've seen a lot of people have posted a lot of concert shots on Facebook. I've popped a few of my own up, but I was just really, really happy with I could get the attitude, I could get the feeling, you could actually see it coming forward. So I was real happy, and I shot sent a few of the photos over to Bruce. He was happy with them, I found out from Mary Mack. And, we're going to be using those, and Bruce knows that I'm working on something new, and, I know you might be breaking that here today, but they'll be used in there.
And a new book.
A new book.
You could say the words "a new book."
Yes.
Not a bad thought at all. And your books have turned out to just be very special, and love it. So.
Well, this one I think is going to be the best of the best. I did the Bruce book. I did a Patti Smith book, but this one if all remains the same, it's going to be called Further Up the Road. As you know, I started photographing Bruce back in 1978 for the Darkness shoot in the river, and we went and did the Nebraska shoot back in '82. I was up at his place in 2004 for Devils and Dust, even though it wasn't used. I got a whole bunch of stuff from there. And then 2012 over in Sweden, Danny Clinch and Carol and I were over in Sweden, and we had a great opportunity to actually be up on the side of the stage to photograph. And then again in Philly in 2012, and then most recently in 2016 at Wells Fargo, but I'm hoping to get a few more shots in before. But this is going to be a very large book. It's being done in my friend Guido Harari, who is a world-class photographer and in Italy, over in Alba, and he has the Wall of Sound studio or gallery in Alba, Italy. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing a river show there in Italy in July when Bruce is in Milano.
Beautiful.
So we'll do that. But it's going to be a huge book, very deluxe slipcase.
Can't lift it. Can't carry the thing.
Big.
It's two people.
You'll need to truck it in.
To lug the thing, hand truck.
It's going to be a little more expanded than my first Bruce Springsteen book, and I hope everybody can get a copy. It will be, the first part of it will be limited editions, and then there'll be another edition coming out afterwards. But it's going to be big, and I'm very excited.
Love it. Frank Stefanko here this morning on the Bruce Brunch at 105.7 The Hawk. The Philadelphia show from February, you took some great pictures. The one of the maracas. You had the women fans of Bruce Springsteen just going a little bit
I posted
crazy
that
with
on Facebook. I put a few shots on Facebook just for my Facebook friends to see it, and I had gotten so many comments back on that maraca shot. First of all, it was such a sensual song when he was, and he just was very sensual with the maracas. And I've had people comment before about my pictures like, boy, you get Bruce's lips like nobody else, he's got great lips, Well, this maraca shot was just, because of the sensuality of the song itself and the way he brought forth the whole package. That one shot of Bruce that I did with he's holding two maracas in one hand, and it's real close up, and you can see the emotion in his face. I got so many reactions. People just went nuts for it.
It's an awesome image,
yes.
And salute. So, what's it like when you heard the entire E Street Band together to get everybody into one photo?
Well, that I would say, first of all, the real good shot of everybody together. Pam Springsteen did that shot.
Right.
I got the shot I got was at the end of the show when the whole band lined up across the stage, and everybody was. It wasn't like somebody turned around or it just happened that I managed to get everybody doing just the right thing. Bruce in the middle, everybody, he had the guitar up and everybody was waving and so forth and so on. And then I took several shots, and then one of the shots I'm going to try to put in the book is Bruce had left the center of the group and went down to the end where Patti Scialfa was standing, and he put his arm around Patti and held his guitar up, and I isolated that one from a group shot and made it into a separate shot, and it really was adorable. So
awesome.
It was just nice seeing the core band, after the Wrecking Ball tour with the big band. It was nice seeing the core band making such a big sound.
Yeah, they bring the big sound.
They bring the big sound night after night.
Tomorrow night, Penn State, and then Baltimore, Jack, and then a couple nights in Brooklyn, and then overseas. As you had a lot of involvement with the river, the packaging of the box set. How cool's it been to see this show play out for you?
Oh, it's just marvelous. I mean, you and I were talking about the the box set, and we were talking about the Tempe, Arizona Barry Rebo film that was part of that package, and to see, and I was at the River shows, naturally, because I shot the River album cover back in 1980, 81, whatever, and, you know, the excitement of that, and then to see it all come back again with a much more mature band, a much more mature, you know, performances, it was like a time tunnel, just, you know, we were there, and now we're here. And it's still good. It's still wonderful. Yeah. And it was so exciting to see it again. Of course, every once in a while I go back and look at that Barry Rebo film, because that shot of, when Bruce goes up to the microphone when he was doing Ramrod, and, you know, it is, wait a minute. You know, just the energy in that whole thing was just mind-blowing.
Well, legend has it is, and I believe this. Bruce posted the video for Ramrod on his website and said, "Hey, this is part of the box set," and that the impetus for the tour came from him watching that video of Ramrod. I buy it. Why not?
It would have inspired me if I had done it.
I believe anything. So I believe anything. Can't thank you enough for being here today. Cluing us in on always what, and this new book will be, of course, another chance for you to come back.
And that'll be hopefully 2017 thereabouts for release. But you know, that's one of the reasons why you know, we had talked and we wanted to hook up a few times, and I was just very, very busy working on this thing because I got some deadlines. But you know, we'll get there.
Well, I wanted to put this thing in your hand finally.
Yes.
So,
yes. And I'm so happy to have a copy.
Well, I'm happy to hand it to you and beyond thankful to have you part of this project.
Well, this will be right up on the wall in my office with the Darkness cover and the River cover and some of the other things that have the Hearts of Stone cover and the Shondas. Where I can't leave the Shondas out.
You bring up the Hearts of Stone cover. Chris Phillips had me write liner notes that he posted on backstreets.com yesterday. And one of the things I wrote about was the day James Maddock and Danny Clinch performed Hearts of Stone at Martell's. And James told us about being in a Southside Johnny cover band, and I pointed out to him that you were there and you had shot the Hearts of Stone album cover. So,
and I also shot James at the Martell's Tiki Bar when we did the show.
So I mean that was just like a whole karmic, a whole day of karmic amazement.
Isn't it always about that?
I hope so. I mean, you know, you hang around long enough, you hope that's part of it. And I can't thank you enough for being part of the thing. Buy those last couple albums and see Frank's handiwork. And thanks to you and, of course, the amazing Carol for coming to visit this morning on the Bruce Brunch.
Thank you for the invite, Tom.
We're going to go to Tempe now.
Right.
So that folks can get Ramrod.
Get excited.
Bruce Brunch at the Hawk. 105.7. Yes.